Most wives don't leave because of one huge argument or a bad season between you guys or because of one huge mistake. They leave after trying for a very, very, very long time to feel emotionally connected, emotionally safe, and emotionally fulfilled. And they don't leave until the realization that things aren't changing and things aren't getting better actually sinks in. So when a wife actually leaves, it's because over time, she stops feeling heard, she stops feeling seen, she stops feeling appreciated, she stops feeling emotionally fulfilled in her love tank, and it gets to a point where she feels like she's suffocating. And she stops feeling that emotional resonance that she had when you guys first initially clicked and fell in love. So when those needs go unfulfilled for a very long time, the relationship doesn't feel comforting anymore. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel like something she emotionally can be in because she starts to feel very emotionally unfulfilled and emotionally empty. And she ends up starting to feel like the relationship is draining her. And here's the thing that most men are missing. It's not because you didn't love her or because you weren't putting in the effort. It's because the way that you were naturally showing love stopped being what she naturally needed in order to feel emotionally fulfilled. And the way that you show love stopped creating that emotional response in her that it once did. Somewhere along the way you naturally showed her love stopped being what naturally filled her up. And this is where most men draw the wrong conclusion. They're assuming the problem is them, that they didn't try hard enough or they weren't doing the right things. They weren't saying the right things. They weren't putting in enough effort. And so then what guys will end up doing is they'll start doubling down on what they think love looks like from their perspective, instead of recognizing that the love they were showing wasn't naturally filling her up. And that's where love jargon matters. So love jargon is the way you naturally express love. And love lingo is the way she naturally receives it. And when those two stop aligning, emotional fulfillment fades, even if the love is still there. So over time, she's not reacting to a lack of love. She's reacting to a lack of emotional nourishment. And a lot of times from her perspective, she knows you love her and she knows you try. And so it's not coming from a place of indifference, but it's coming from a place that emotionally she's feeling suffocated. When her emotional needs keep going unmet, and then when she tries to communicate with you and then you get defensive, or maybe you shut down, or maybe you overly apologize and there's still no consistency and no action, that's where she starts to feel that the relationship is no longer a place where her emotional needs are met in any aspect. It ends up being a place where she can't breathe. And when someone feels emotionally suffocated for so long, distance starts to feel like oxygen. And leaving you becomes the only way that she knows how to breathe again. And this is where responsibility comes in, but not as blame, as clarity. Because if the relationship felt suffocating for her, the fix isn't pressure or pursuing her or trying to chase her or beg her. The solution is shifting the emotional environment. And once you can fully grasp this concept, two things become crystal clear. One, trying to convince her usually makes the suffocation worse. And two, shutting down or completely disengaging doesn't fix it either. Both of those scenarios are reactions to the situation, not growing in your love communication style. And I know right now, guys, you're probably also feeling like you're suffocated. You're feeling like you can't breathe because you've lost the relationship. And reaching out and attempting for some kind of contact helps you feel like you're breathing because you're doing something. But doing something doesn't always mean trying harder. It really means understanding how you need to emotionally show up for her, and then shifting your love communication style to make sure that you can show up for her consistently without pressure. So if you really want to fight for your marriage, this is how you do it. Not by chasing, not by convincing, not by rushing it, not for trying to scramble for some quick fix, but becoming emotionally intentional in how you communicate love consistently without pressure. That's what gives the relationship room to breathe again. And that's really the only thing you can do that's going to stop her from leaving. I hope this video was helpful, guys. If so, definitely hit it a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like it. And if you are really trying to rebuild your relationship right now, definitely check out my free masterclass, the 5-step system to resetting your love communication style to rebuild your relationship. As always, everyone, stay happy, stay healthy, and let's really focus on falling back in love.